Yowza, yowza. All right, guys. Okay, let's see here. Welcome, welcome, VIPs.
Oh my
I know
gosh, look at everybody.
we're gonna still be having a slew of people coming in, and we'll continue to admit those folks. I want to just take a moment, guys. First off, sorry about the delay. We went a little over in the general session. Many of you I know were over there, so good thing you popped right in over here. But I want to take a moment and introduce my friend and six-figure earner, Mindy Baxon. Mindy today is going to be talking about beliefs before business. And it's really, as she says, it's the real multiplier that nobody really talks about. Mindy is a Christian business coach, a social selling strategist, and the founder of Christian Women Building Business Together. With over 2,000 coaching calls under her belt, she has built a seven-figure sales team and earned a reputation for helping women silence the noise, break through what's holding them back, and take bold, consistent action toward their goals. Guys, let's give Mindy Baxon a warm welcome, and I can't wait for you all to learn from her. Woo woo!
Oh, I love it. I love it so much. I see my friends. I see some beautiful friends here. Hi, guys. Thanks for the hearts and the hand claps and the little party things, too. I know I wish I could see your faces. Geez, I feel so loved. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for being here. And Joan and Megan, you guys, I love you. Thank you for it's truly a privilege. It's such a privilege to be, to be able to train and coach and teach alongside you guys. Hi, everyone. I wish I could see your faces, but the video's turned off. I don't know what's happening. I'm not part of the tech, but I told them. I told them for you. Anyways, I'm excited to get into this. And I know I was just telling Joan before I jumped on here. I'm like, you know what? It's funny. I'm the girl that like all the strategy. Like you guys literally learned from some of the most incredible marketers on the face of the planet. Joan and Megan and Sarah and Michelle, Erica and Woody, like literally bringing in the legends and the heavy hitters. And I was actually on a trip I earned from my company. I was just got back from New Orleans last night. And so I wasn't able to learn all the things I got replays to catch up on. But I also know how it can feel having been in this profession for 7 years and like trained with some of the best of the best as well, that you can like have a ton of notes, right? And a lot of screenshots and like you get fired up and you want to take the action and you're ready to like run through walls. Have any of you felt like that? Like, give me a scale of 1 to 10 right now. I'm totally curious. How are we feeling? I want to catch a vibe of the tribe here. How are we feeling right now? Are we like, I mean, to just be honest, we're not going to tell anyone. Are you feeling like, holy crap, overwhelmed? Like, I'm like a one, I'm like freaking out. Or are you like a 10? I could run through walls. Oh, I already see nines coming in, which this is exciting. Okay, Robin's overwhelmed right now. That's okay. You are among friends. Kim's a three, Wanda's a five, Karen's an eight, Linda's a five. Okay, Liz feeling overwhelmed right now. I got it. I got it. Shelly, hello, my Shelly. Nine, seven, five, four. Got it. Okay, guys. So Awita's a seven, Deborah's an eight. Yeah, but Robin's on fire to go, girl. I love it. Nola's a seven. Thank you guys for sharing this with me. It's really actually very helpful. Um, and truth be told, no matter where you're at on this scale right now, building belief is really the bridge because either you're ready to run through the walls or you're running into walls. And if you're not running into walls, you're like it's a journey. Let me say this. It is a journey. It is a journey that is filled with valleys and mountains. And it all comes back to you can do all the things on social media. You can know who your ideal avatar is. You can know, again, all the multiply method and the doing the things in the stories and all that kind of stuff. But it comes down to belief. And so for the next maybe 30-ish minutes, I don't know exactly how much time we have here, but for the next say 30-ish minutes, I'm not going to give you more to-dos, 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 to-dos. I want to just take a minute and just anchor you for the road ahead. Does that sound good? You guys good with that? Smash that little heart button or let me see it in the comments. You guys good with that? I hope so. Because when it all, yeah, oh, I love Zoom and the hearts are exploding. Okay, this just makes me so happy. I love it. Good. I'm glad you guys are ready for this. Because here's what I also know, my friends. When you build belief in yourself and your business, you quickly have the ability to figure things out. Like when it's so rooted in you, like you just become immovable. It doesn't matter that the judgment comes. It doesn't matter about so and so said that. It doesn't matter that she didn't buy the product. You know what I mean? Like when you are so rooted in the belief of what this mission that you're on, like you will become unstoppable. So truth be told, like in my world, this to me is the multiplier. So we're going to get into this conversation. I already got ahead of myself. Isn't that funny? This is typical of me. Kind of calling out the gap. We're going to call out the gap between knowing and doing. And oftentimes, and I've been in the same situation. Can I tell you guys something? I want you to know this about me. It sounds good, like big seller, blah, 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 big team, all this kind of jazz, right? Which my friend Shelly's been along with me since like the beginning. I started out with like 1,200 friends on social media. Like I started out making like I remember the first time, like I had like $13 hit my bank account. I'm like, oh, it works. You know what I mean? Holy crap, it worked. So I want you guys to know that like after almost 7 years, it'll be 7 years in December of this year that I quit my full-time job to build this business. It's been a long haul. Um, so I just want you to know, those of you that are kind of in that, maybe that season right now where you're maybe new at this, or you're just like, I'm just trying to learn the ropes. You are in the right place, training with the right people. Okay. I just want to hit on that real quick. But most people, my point is I've been through challenges myself. Challenges like this, 5-day challenge, 10-day challenge, masterminds, all the things. Most people leave challenges hyped up, ready to run through the walls, but they don't start taking the action, or they never follow through because of the overwhelm, because of the imposter syndrome, because of the fear. I'm curious, anybody here have fear of failing publicly? Or they root in self-sabotage. I know this is not the fun stuff that we want to talk about, but I'm just gonna, I talk about the stuff that's real. Okay. Okay. They self-sabotage. Oh, that's a whole training in and of itself. But what I want to do is this. I want you guys to think, yeah, Leanna says big fear, right? Ooh, thank you for sharing that. And I love that little scared emoji. It is all necessary to discuss. This piece is, yeah, this is the piece that so many miss. Thank you, Anne. You're right. Yes, yes, you guys. Okay, good. Here's what I want us to do. Let me quote James Clear real quick, Atomic Habits. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems, and your systems are built on your beliefs. So it goes all the way back, guys, to that foundation. And that's what I want to talk with you about today. So I want to give you guys a little prompt right here. I want you to think about this. Let's pause. If I fully believe I could do this, like let's shove aside the fear, the overwhelm, the imposter syndrome, all the crap that we tell ourselves. And I want you to give yourself that ability to think, if I fully believed I could do this, what would I be doing differently right now? Let's actually do this. If you're not driving, okay? If you're not driving, I want you to close your eyes for a second. And I want you to picture the most confident version of yourself. I want you to I want you to picture yourself as the one who's already doubled her downline. And and I don't want you to even put any parameters on it. Whatever that looks like, okay? I want you to picture yourself walking with certainty, walking with clarity, knowing your voice matters. And here's the question for you. Actually, I got a list of them, okay? I have some questions. I want you to think you are that person. And again, I'm going full Joan Robinson here. Joan, I'm channeling you, girl. I want you to think about this because this is so powerful. I want you to get in that zone for a minute because here's the truth. Your brain doesn't know any different. Isn't that amazing how God created our brains? Okay, let's close our eyes again. I want you to think, what would you be doing differently? How does she post on social media? That version of you. Would you be reaching out to more people or inviting with more confidence? Would you be showing up on video instead of hiding behind text? Would you be tracking your numbers daily? Would you stop apologizing for your business or being embarrassed of your business and start owning it? Would you be walking with your shoulders back and your head up? If there was no fear, no self-doubt, no imposter syndrome, no comparison, what would you be doing differently right now? And I want you to write down the first thing that pops into your head. I want you to write it down. And I actually, can you tell us here in the comments? What's that one thing that you'd be doing differently right now? Let me know in the comments. Ooh, here they come. Engagement. Going live. Come on, girl. Posting quality, bold content, inviting more. Yeah, being bold, right? Going live, posting more. I would show my face and share the love. I love it, Leanna. Show up more consistently. Ah, talking to everyone, Karen says. Going live. Yes. Oh, come on, guys. Okay. Showing up more daily. I want you to think about this. I want you to think about this right now. I want you guys to read every single one of these comments. I want you to take a minute and read or listen to what I just said. Showing up more consistently, showing up more daily, saying it live, going live, posting and engaging more, inviting more, going live, showing up consistently. Do you guys know? I want you to stay, holy cow, I'm going totally off my training. I want you guys to think about that feeling that you felt when you closed your eyes and how you'd be showing up if it was already done. That's the posture you need to be in. When you get up in the morning and your feet hit the floor, look out, here she comes. Look out, here he comes. You guys need to be in that space because look what you'd be doing if it was done. You need to show up as if, and I know there's all kinds of trainings on this kind of stuff, and Joan's probably talked about this too. It is such a mindset. It literally is keeping you from not doing the thing because you're not feeling the certain way. But you get yourself in that zone of going, girl, I'm walking in it like I'm owning it, like it's done. And look what you would do. Isn't that just remarkable? So maybe you need to just take a little note. Maybe you just need to I know it's so gold, right? Good, good. Going live, helping my team, knowing my numbers and the team numbers and helping them rank advance. Ashley, way to take ownership on that. Nice. I love it. And you know what? Okay, one more quick thing and then I'm going to get back to my training because I'm going completely off script here. But I have to say this. Do you know what, my friends? This is crazy, but this is how I roll. Okay. I'm like, I think of it this way. And I came from the insurance and financial services industry. So my brain is constantly in risk versus reward. Risk versus, what's the risk? What's the reward? That's my brain. And I'm like, if let's say, okay, if Maribeth was getting up earlier instead of feeling like she doesn't have time, Maribeth, if you set your alarm 60 minutes, 30 minutes earlier, and you did the thing, you took the action. If Ashley went live, she started going live and she started helping her team know the numbers, right? If let's see, if Nola was talking to more people, if Cynthia was posting and engaging more, you guys, when you do those things and you take the action you're scared to do, that's where the success comes from. But it starts with believing you can do it. And too many of you are telling yourself, you're staying in the overwhelm, you're staying in the stuck. Ugh, I hate that word. You're staying there because it's safe and it's comfortable and your brain just is trying to protect you. And I'm telling you, you gotta flip the switch. Joan talks about flipping the switch. You gotta flip the switch in your brain and put yourself in that position. So this little exercise might be something you want to start your day with. Okay, getting in that frame of mind, because guess what happens? If Nola does her thing and Cynthia starts posting more and Ashley's going live and those kinds of things happen, people see that. That's where success happens. It happens through taking the action, but it starts with believing we can do it. And the worst case is you're not going to die. If you go, I just went live for 20 minutes and talked to myself because my microphone was muted. I literally just did that. And then I was like, oh crap. Somebody's like, can't hear you. And I'm like, are you serious? My little blinky blinker was blinking on my microphone. And so, you know what I did? I shut it off. I deleted. I was live streaming on 2 platforms. And yeah, and then I just redid it. I didn't die. So that's good. All right. So anyways, yeah, I'm just seeing all the comments. Okay. So here's the thing. Let me get into my training and I'll try to tighten this up a little bit, Joan. Sorry. I'm not sorry. That was good. All right. Three beliefs. Ashley, I want you, well, hold on, Ashley. You're scared of going live. I want you to think about it. What happens if you do it? You guys got to talk through some of this stuff with yourself sometime. Leanne's too. Okay, yeah. So what if you go live? What if you help someone? What if you provide value to someone? What if the product that you have is what they've been praying for? Hmm? What if you earned a little income? What if you made someone smile today? Think about that. And think about the fact that you not showing up. I'm going to go there, Ashley. Hold on, sister. You not showing up and holding your goodness hostage is doing them a disservice. And I mean that with love. All right, back to the program. Back to your regularly scheduled program. Okay, so listen, three beliefs that multiply business. We're going to get into this finally. Here's the core of it. Okay, these three beliefs act like multipliers. When these are strong, the walls, they don't stop you, they just redirect you. Ashley, that was for you, girl. I love you. I'm so excited to watch you go live. Everyone, we're going to support Ashley when she goes live. Ashley, let us know when you're going live, girl. Number one is belief in the vehicle. Belief in the vehicle. This is your industry. This is your company. This is your products. Belief in the vehicle is you have to have it or it's incongruent. And incongruency is much like lacking integrity, which people can see that a mile away. So I'm curious, and let me know in the comments. Yeah, no pressure there, Ash. I want to see in the comments when you think about your industry, right? I believe we're all social sellers, network marketer, direct sellers. I want to know. I want to scale of 1 to 10. What is the belief in your industry? Do industry, company, products. If it's less than an 8, there's a little bit of work that needs to get done. Okay? And if it is, it's okay. Yeah, Kim's like 10, 10, 10. Good. Leah's 10. Woo, guys, I love it. Okay, you're all in. Yeah, well, hot diggity dog. You guys should be telling people about it. Sharing your products, going live, right? Like, oh my gosh, look at this. I'm actually surprised. We are lock solid on our companies, our industry, our products. Okay, this is great. Okay, all right, good. Well, then, check that one off the list. There is no work to be done there, which is awesome. This makes me so happy. I'm just shocked. Everybody's a 10. This is so good. I love it. Okay, again, go tell people about it now. But number two is this. And Maribeth's a 10-10 on both businesses. It's just so great. Number two is this. Okay, so since you're all 10s, now we got no excuse right now. Okay. Number two, belief in the process. Let's talk about belief in the process. You've been taught proven steps this week by literally some of the best builders on the planet. So ask yourself, I'm curious, what proof do I already have that this process works? Now, you can borrow belief from people like me and Joan and Megan, right? Like we've done it. These girls have done it multiple times. Like they've created bajillions of dollars with like they're amazing. But what proof do you have that it works even if it's a small win? Okay? Even if it's a small win. I want to know what proof do you have that this process works? Have you recruited someone? It actually comes down to really this, two things. Have you made an impact on someone? Have you helped them lose the weight? Have your products helped them? Or maybe it's yourself and you're like, holy crap, I've lost like 25 pounds. I'm like, yeah, I'm the story, right? Or have you earned money? Have you made an income? Right? That will like take that belief from like 0 to 10. When you've made money, I remember like making my first $13. I was like, holy crap, this works. Right? Like I had belief in it. I'm like, oh my gosh. Because I don't take anything like the little, whoever is does well with little will be blessed with much. Yeah. Okay, Ashley, more money than I've ever made. You made money. So guys, we got tens on the first one. We're believing in the vehicle, the products, the company. We're believing in the process. We've made money. We've impacted lives. So then it comes down, guess what it comes down to? I think you guys might know where I'm going. 5 in the process. That's okay, Wanda. Yeah, Lisa's made money and helped people. Yes, I've helped some people and made money. Good. In the field training, but have recruited team members. I've made money. Okay. Okay. Good. Yeah, Priscilla knows where I'm going. The one thing I need to have is simple onboarding steps for my team. Ashley, yeah, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it. I wish we had time to talk about that. I have over $75,000 sitting on my team. I just need to work my left pay team. Ah, binary. Yeah. And now you know, Lorianne, so you know where you need to focus, right? So belief in the process is extremely important. And for each one of us, with our comp plans being a little bit different, with some people still doing kind of party type style stuff, again, most of us probably selling on social, like the process works. Although sometimes, we've seen a shift over the past, like started in 2018. We've seen a trust recession as far as I've seen in my world. Things are a little bit different in building online, but it works, right? I'm a 10 out of 10 for a process. Now, we're going exactly where Priscilla just said, and it's belief in yourself. But I'm going to hit you girls back because I love you. When you have 10s down the board, that you believe in your company, your products, and so forth, you believe in the industry, you believe in the process, and so forth. Oof, we got some work to do here on believing in ourselves, then, don't we? Because nothing should stop you guys from sharing this stuff online, like going gangbusters. So it comes down to ourselves, right? Yeah. Yeah. And Nicole, thanks for sharing. She says, I made a little and I've helped people. I just haven't made my money back yet. And that's part of the lack of confidence. And you know what, Nicole, I want to tell you something, my friend. That makes sense. When you're like, man, I'm not in the profit yet. Okay. Then you devise a plan how to get there. So, belief in ourselves. This is the big one. This is the big one. When I launched my business, back in 2018, you guys, I had no idea what I was doing. But here's something that I'll tell you. When I trusted my business partner and I listened and I implemented, and I want to just say right now, Megan and Joan, and we are your business partner right now. Okay. I don't care if your upline sucks, let it be us. When you can learn from what's worked with all these amazing studs that they brought before you over this challenge, we all started somewhere. We all started at suck. And it was personal development. And for me, because I love Jesus, it was being in the word every day that helped me start believing in myself. Because I'll tell you, I'm not the same person I was in 2018. Like, not even close. Thank God. Thank God. You know what I mean? But it took a different person. It took confidence. It took resilience. It took knowing who I was and knowing who I helped, to becoming clear in who I served and how I could help them, to becoming more clear in the content that I want to create to attract that audience to me, that helped me move forward with confidence. So, my friends, my goodness, I've grown, but I need to know grow. Yeah, I have grown, but I know I need to grow more. Ashley says personal development. You guys, it is, and you guys all just prove this point so beautifully. We make it or break it in our brains. We can have the best products, the most awesome company, the greatest comp plan, right? You can believe in the process. You guys are literally teed up to crush it. And I know some of you will. I know you probably already have. I don't know all of what's been implemented over the last 5 days because I've been, on a trip, but like you probably already have. So it comes down to you. You make it or break it in your brain. So if you are not spending the time waking up a half hour early, I don't care, in the morning, and instead of listening to some like rock and roll on the way to work, flip on a podcast. Or instead of like, I don't know, doing whatever you do when you go on a walk and maybe you need a little peace and quiet. I get it. Personal development changes your brain, it changes your life, right? Oh, Leanne, I actually have a freebie. I don't know if I can say that or not, but like I would love to connect with you on that too. Anyways, so I'm gonna kind of land the plane with this. I got a little bit more I could go over, and I don't know time wise how we're doing, but I want to, and like in a nod to Joan's flip the switch. Yeah, flip the switch. I about blanked for a minute there. Flip the switch. I kind of want you guys to think about flipping the script because so much of this is rooted in fear, judgment, all of those kinds of things. This is what's keeping you from going live. This is what's keeping you from showing up. What might my family think? What could my friends think? What might my who cares from high school 25 years ago think? Sometimes we get stuck in that though, right? So let's talk about what happens. Okay, let's talk about what happens next here. I'm going to call it the flip it method. Okay, this is a little flip it method. And feel free to write this down. I want to make sure I see comments here too. Oh, did I do number 3? Did I do number 3? Belief in ourselves. So let me back up for a sec. Wanda said, what's number 3? So it was belief in the vehicle, belief in the process, belief in ourselves. Oh yeah, Kim got her. Okay. So we're going to talk a little bit about a flip it method. This is just a really simple, like easy strategy to get out of your head. Cause like when you're in your head there, like all up in your head, you're dead. Cause you will talk yourself out. You will not push the button because you're having a dialogue in your brain. And here's what I want. I want to bust through that with you guys. So I want you to think about this. The flip it method is simple. You name the fear, you challenge the story, and you replace it with truth. Yeah. So for example, what is the fear? The fear is, well, I'm not a leader yet, right? Like who's going to listen to me? I'm not a leader. Here's how we're going to flip it. We're going to challenge the story. Leaders are learners in action. Every single one of you, if you lead yourself first, right? We lead ourselves well and we will be able to lead others. Leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. That's John Maxwell for you. So here it is. Fear is I'm not yet a leader. We flip it and say leaders are learners in action. Every time I take action, I'm leading. Put on your own oxygen mask, ladies and gents. I'm going to say that again because this is really good. And if you guys are challenged with this, here's what I want you to do. Be like, Mindy, it's not the leader thing I'm challenged with. Like, can you help me challenge the story, replace it with truth? Pop into ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT, here's where I'm struggling. Here's my fear. Can you help me flip it and challenge the story? And then give me some truth. Again, the fear is I'm not a leader yet. Well, the flip, and I want you to tell yourselves this because our brains don't know any different. Leaders are learners in action. That's true. Leaders are learners in action. Every time I take action, I'm leading. I'm leading myself. Okay? Oh my goodness. You guys, I still have so much. Listen, is this helpful? Let me know in the comments. Are you guys, is there anything right now that like I'd be happy to kind of engage with you on something that you're challenged with right now? Happy to help through. But again, the last thing on the flip it was so you name the fear, you challenge that story, right? Like, I'm not a leader yet. There's the challenge. Leaders are learners in action. And then you replace it with truth. Every time I take action, I'm leading. You start telling yourself that over and over and over again. My friends, the clarity in everything in business comes through action. It is messy. We get stuck up in our perfectionism, which leads to procrastination, which leads us to never pushing the freaking button, which leads us to $0, which leads us to not recruiting anybody. Or you run through the wall. So what? Like I said, I literally just went live for like 15 minutes before somebody's like, I can't hear you. I'm like, dude, I didn't do a little tech check, making sure my audio was working and my blinky blinker was blinking on my microphone and it was muted. So it happens to all of us. But who cares? And I want to take this a step further too, because I just feel like I have to. So what if someone says that's stupid? Okay. So what if someone says, oh, is it one? I literally, you guys literally over the last 7 years, I don't know that I've ever heard of, is that a pyramid scheme? Like, I don't even know that I've heard those words. So if you're like scared somebody might say that, like, don't be, because I don't know that I've ever heard that. And I'm no longer in the business of convincing people. It's like, hey, I've got some value to provide. I've got a product that's worked well for me. Hey, I've got, an opportunity for you to make a little extra cash. Like, If you're open to it, let me know. Right? Yeah. And Annie says, yeah, they're clearly not your people either, so keep going. My husband says that to me all the time. Oh gosh, what part? Yeah. Yeah. And yeah. And some people, whatever. When they don't understand it, they're going to criticize it. Just expect it to happen. And one of my favorite things to do on social media is I bless and release. And I bless and release. And I'm like, shoop, block, shoop, block. Now, I don't block everybody, but I'm not getting into a, you know, I'm not defending what I do. Like I've been doing this for 7 years. It's like changed my life. So, oh, Jenny just had someone this morning. Yes, it's a pyramid scheme. That I've actually kicked back that whole thing and said, yeah, yeah, that's what I do. I just scam people out. Are you kidding me? That's illegal. I actually was in one once. Anyways, so my friends, I tell you what, let me just close it with this. I'm sorry, this was a little bit all over the place, but I hope it was super, super helpful. Again, I can't go back enough to seeing all of the tens and all of the belief that you guys have in what you're doing. That you guys, I'm so glad. Oh, yay. That you guys have all of this belief um, in your in your products, in your business, in your company. And in the processes, again, you guys are literally trained by the best of the best in the industry. And it's only you stopping yourself from doing it. Yeah. Leah, pyramid schemes and MLM, so 90s. That's funny. But can you imagine? It's you versus you. You're the only one in your own way. So the beautiful part of it is you get to be the one to make the decision to get the heck out of your own way and go start helping people and go start sharing value with the world. Like, again, I'm sure they talk to you all about social media, content strategies, all this kind of stuff. Like, go give value. Somebody is out there waiting for you to push the button, for you to post the post, for you to do the dang thing. So please go help them. Okay? I feel like I'm yelling at you now. I love you guys. Thank you so much for having me here. Joni, Megan, I love you guys. Thank you so much for the opportunity to get to pour into your community. I literally am so blessed to be able to be here. So thank you for having me, my girls. Yeah. Thank you guys.
Oh, Mindy, we are so, so appreciative. I think Megan's coming up here as well. Guys, oh my gosh, let's give it up for Mindy Baxon. This was such an incredible training.
Thank
I
you.
mean, Mindy, the thing that is so good about this is you're so real and you just boil the fat right off the bone and just say
I
it
love
like it
that.
is. You know, we always are our own worst enemies.
Yeah.
And we just start thinking all these different things when it comes to belief. You know, I'm afraid I don't know enough. I'm going to sound salesy. You know, I don't know what to say next. I don't know how to say it. And the truth is, that is self-centered. That's about me and my fear. And what Mindy's sharing in every little detail, and I'm going to let her answer questions, but what she's sharing is get out of self and focus on others. Do you
Yeah.
guys know that that very tip right there, Joan, just get out of yourself and go to work for others is what got me out of the fear-based place?
Hmm.
I mean, it still does to this day. Sometimes I'm like, oh, am I saying, I don't know how that says. Oh, just get it out, get it out. And Mindy, learners are, what was it? Are practicers or whatever that is. That's all
Leader. Yeah.
leaders or learners or yeah.
Learners. Yeah.
I mean,
Hmm.
isn't that the truth? That's what we're doing every single day. We're showing up and practicing.
Yeah.
Anybody here that's looking for perfection, you're in the wrong business.
Yeah.
Online, nobody wants perfection anyway. People think that they do. That's kind of the old way. If it
Yeah.
looks too professional, if it looks too like perfect, most people just go, I couldn't do that anyway. So it's
Hmm.
unrelatable. But anyway, Mindy, I know Megan, I might have brought you on a little bit too quick there, but I want to open it up for questions for Mindy for a minute, and then we'll turn it back
Yeah.
to Megan in just a minute or two.
Sure.
All right, guys, any questions out there for Mindy? You can go ahead and drop them in the comments or raise your hand, whichever. All right, it looks like Lisa's got her hand raised.
Hey,
Hey, Lise.
Lisa.
Get her off mute. There we go. You can come off mute, lady.
Thanks. Um, okay, so for belief in yourself,
Yeah.
like I've read the James Clear book, which is phenomenal. And I've read tons of personal development, kind of more aimed business wise. So are there any books that you recommend for belief in yourself?
Hmm.
Not the business process, but do you know what I mean? Like there's so many amazing ones out there for the business side of things.
Yeah.
But just, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the two books that changed my life. Oh, yeah. And Megan just said you were a badass. You're a badass at making money. Yeah. There's a whole series I think that lady put out. But, there's two books that really completely transformed me, which one is this one, and the other one is this one. So my Bible and scripture changed my life, and The Greatest Salesman in the World.
Okay.
And here's what I'll tell you. Have you read this one, Lise? The Greatest Salesman
No,
in the World?
it's on my list actually, funnily enough. But I had other ones that I was going
Okay.
through.
I'm gonna tell you guys this. When I quit my full-time job, I jumped into a mentor program. When you read this, so the 10 Scrolls, Greatest Salesman in the World, Og Mandino wrote this book. And the chunk of and actually I think you can find the scrolls, you can Google the 10 scrolls. There's a PDF. Somebody like put a PDF together too. But anyways, so I want to just tell you guys of this book. These are the 10 scrolls. Okay. I want to just tell you real quick. They impacted my life so much that I actually have a sign on my wall. I had a custom sign painted on my wall. The scroll marked 5. Let me just give you a little taste of what this is. Now, it's not, how do you want to say it? It's not my style of reading, if you will, but something shifted in my heart and my spirit when I read it. Like the very first scroll says, "Today I begin a new life. I will form good habits and become their slave." And it talks about being a slave to habit. The scroll marked 5 that I had painted and put on my wall says, "I have but one life, and life is not but a measurement of time. If I waste one, I destroy the other. If I waste today, I destroy the last page of my life." And so, ooh. So what shifted in my heart, in my spirit, in my mind, reading The Greatest Salesman in the World is that, again, we are a slave to habit. We will greet this day with love in our hearts. I mean, again, there's 10 scrolls that you go through. We are not guaranteed tomorrow. And some of us play around with life like, oh, yeah, we'll be around forever. So, what are you waiting for? We are not guaranteed tomorrow. And so anyways, I guess yeah, to answer long question long answer long. The 10 scrolls, and if you do grab this book or you do read the PDFs, I want to tell you one quick thing. What I recommend doing is it's prescribed to stay with the one scroll for 30 days, reading it 3 times a day. I know it's a whole thing. I would do one scroll a week, 3 times a day. Stay with the one scroll, read it 3 times a day. It's all prescribed. Og talks about it in here. And it'll take you 10 weeks to get through it. But yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm going to just tack on to these are two great books about mindset and belief. The Difference Maker by John Maxwell. I just pulled this out of my bookcase.
Mhm.
It's making your attitude your greatest asset. And of course, this Joyce Meyer's Battlefield of the Mind. Guys, this is a really good book, and I love her teaching. She just breaks it down so simple. So, again, those really don't have necessarily, they're not really, quote, business books. It's more about mindset. And at the end of the day, everything starts with mindset. It's just not as much of a sexy topic, but the truth is, if you don't got your mindset going, nothing's going to convert. That's just the truth. Oh, Mindy, this was so good. All right. Any last questions? Go ahead and drop those in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and bring back Megan. We've got just a few minutes left. And guys, let's all give it up for Mindy. Oh my gosh, so amazing, Mindy. And I love the way you interacted with the crowd as well. Look
Yeah,
at
so great.
all
I
these.
loved that. Leaders are learners in action. So good. That's exactly right. You know, I'm not gonna go. I was gonna share something, but until next time, stay tuned. But Mindy, that was so fabulous. Thank you so much. I love how we've been able to partner and collaborate over the years, and you are just such a professional in the space. So thank you for bringing your amazingness. Thank you for sharing this and being such a fun partner. You
No.
guys, the time has ended. The time has come to the ending, but we'll be live tonight. Joan will be live sharing her onboarding secrets at 4 Pacific in the Facebook group. Tomorrow we'll have the Q&A for the Digital Recruiting Academy. If you're taking a look at that, come get your questions answered at 10 a.m. And then replays will be coming down tonight from the Facebook group, unless you are a VIP. Obviously, we're all VIPs here. So you'll have access in your members area. If you have any issues, let's drop the support email down below. It's support@megan-miles.com. If you have any support issues or can't get into your members area and all the things, the replays are posted in there. You guys have lifetime access to those. But I want to encourage you, if there's any days that you missed, go and catch up tonight. Just so that you can, it's good that you have the replays to always come back to, but go catch up and start taking the action. Also, we didn't get to share this in the main session, but we were talking a little bit about DMO. So a lot of you guys have asked, what DMO do you use? We have an entire DMO called the 1 Hour Workday Checklist. I'm going to drop it in the chat below. You can actually go pick up that social media DMO from there. Showing you all the things that you need to do on a daily basis to be successful from social media. Yeah, Joan, oh, you got the books. And
Yeah, but no, I went ahead and dropped the Facebook group. There was somebody that was asking about the Facebook group. So if you're not in the Facebook group, go ahead and grab it there. And yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. Stephanie says it's been the best challenge. I just had to screenshot that. Best challenge ever. Showed up every day for both sessions. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations, my friend. All right, Joan. I think. Oh, and then third, yeah. Well, do we announce that? I don't know if that's on there. I think stay tuned. Stay tuned. Lots of goodies. Oh, I didn't announce this on the main session. This is what I meant. We will have a survey going out later this week. We'd love to hear from you on things that you loved in the challenge, ways that we can improve. We love to get just better and better each time. So, Joan, anything else you can think of?
No, I did though just go ahead and drop for more mindset since we're on the mindset chatter. Guys,
Morning
every
motivation.
Monday I host a morning motivation. So go ahead and get signed up for free. I just dropped the link there. So there's lots of links. You've got the 1 hour workday. We've got books for you and also free mindset training each and every Monday. And also you will get recordings to those mindset as well. All right, so tomorrow, for those of you that have additional questions about the Academy, we'll be right back at 10 a.m. Sharp Pacific time. And that's tomorrow is Tuesday. I'm trying to keep all my days straight, right? So everybody have a beautiful rest of your day. And again, we're so grateful for all of the participation and everything. And we love you guys all so much.
Awesome. Bye, guys. Have a
Okay,
great day. See you later.
bye-bye.